Biden, one of the comments he made in his farewell address was about stopping trading from U.S. congressmen. Mm-hmm. And many have speculated that was a shot at her, because obviously she was the one who really took him down with her public pronouncements of, let's just wait, give him time to decide. After he'd said 10 ways from Sunday, I'm staying.
Right.
So I actually agree with that principle. I don't understand how these people can have inside information about what's going to happen on the law and to certain companies, and they're allowed to trade on it. That is called insider trading. If you were, I'd do it. Here was Biden last night. It's the long goodbye, to your point. And he sat after his farewell address. There was another address. This was like the dessert with Lawrence O'Donnell. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see what the ratings were for this. And okay, here's why Biden thinks he's leaving with a record low approval rating. That wasn't how it was teed up, but he does, FYI, have a record low approval rating. And here's how he's looking back at his term in office and the regrets that he's feeling.
And I'm assuming, did it cross your mind to put your name on the checks?
Only in that I kept being here from other people. The president sent me a check for $7,500. The president did it. Why aren't you helping me? Well, it was a bill we did, but anyway. It did cross my mind, but what the mistake we made was, I think I made, was not getting our allies to acknowledge that the Democrats did this. Ironically, I almost spent too much time on the policy, not enough time on the politics.
That was his problem. He wasn't self-promotional enough.
Well, he did only have 4 hours a day that he was working.
That's just
right?
true. That's in his defense.
So, I mean, we got to give him some grace.
Can you imagine if you'd been doing that interview and responded with that?
I just wish for one, someone would just give it right back. Like, this is related, and then we'll go right back to this. But the other day at the Hegseth hearing, and you covered this, when I forget which congressman or senator said, hey, how many of you have shown up on the floor drunk to cast a vote? Like, while they're going on with like, have you've cheated on your wife? Like, how many of them are cheating on, like, it's a bastion of moral authority. Get the F out of here.
Right.
So anyway, the Lawrence O'Donnell interview was also, he's such a blowhard. He's such an insufferable, overfed blowhard. Like, he begins the interview by saying, when you were giving your farewell address the other night from the Oval, I was right there. I was sitting right there with your family, and I was looking at you. Like, he has to let us know he was in the room before we can begin with this bullshit proceeding.
You're very important,
Thank
Larry.
you. You're so important. You're on your way out the door. Your network is failing. Great. Okay, enjoy your time in the sun. But it really goes like, Biden is part Irish or largely Irish, and it's like completely counter to the notion of the Irish goodbye.
Yes,
which is like my favorite thing to do, which is like, you just sneak out. Nobody knows you left. You don't have to go through the whole rigmarole of blah, 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 blah. And I would love that for him. It would be such a great look. Just fade away.
Right. Like we've asked you to. It's funny. We have a friend who does it all wrong where he's like, I'm doing the Irish goodbye.
That's not it.
If you say it,
it's not it.
That's not it at all. Here's more. You remember one of his other big things the other night when he gave his farewell address was we have this tech oligarchy in this country now. And it's a very dangerous thing for all sorts of reasons, mostly because they're supporting Trump now. But Lawrence O'Donnell asks him about oligarchy, and he does not appear to have any idea what it was he was talking about. Watch.
How does this oligarchy affect people out there who've never used the word oligarchy? The people who you're saying might not get a fair shot because of the way this is going.
Look, if the decision is made that the multi-billionaires, the super wealthy, the wealthiest people in the world, begin to control all the apparatuses from the media to the economy, then who do I get to fight back for me? Who do I get to... I mean, look, I think everybody deserves just a shot. Not a guarantee, just a shot. How the hell can you make it in society today if you don't have access to an education? You don't have access to adequate health care. You don't have access to the opportunity to have a job that you can handle, where you can make ends meet.
Irony.
How's that Elon Musk's fault?
If you have a job you can't handle, like Biden can't literally handle being president, the hypocrisy. Okay. So it was Biden's administration that went to Facebook and said, that laptop, Hunter laptop, that's a Russian plant. It's fake news. They're the ones, Twitter disabled the New York Post account because the Post was the only one reporting on it. And it was fake news, fake news, fake news. It's a media that's been in lockstep with him and has been censoring stuff that they don't quite like. So spare me. Spare me.
Is this because Mark Zuckerberg grew his hair out and said he's getting rid of DEI and censorship? That's what and now he's part of the oligarchy,
right?
That keeps the little man down and from getting a job,
right?
What?
Right? No. Megyn, the searching. What? Like he was like nodding off.
Yes,
it's almost like a junkie, like nodding off and then like springing back up and like the eyes casting about for the word and then the like phrase that connects to the thought, but the thought got lost. I mean, it's like
he found like his favorite little bit, like everyone deserves a shot. Oh yeah, I'm familiar with this. This is in there.
Right.
I got the chip for this one.
Right.
By the way, Kamala Harris just did the same thing. I'll play it in a minute, but let's stick with Biden for now. Because listen to this one. Speaking of him just being out there, like gone. The question was about what Beau, his son who is deceased, would say to him. And would you listen to this?
Look, Beau is a better man than I am. Beau and Hunter have always had faith in my instincts, what I think. You've heard Barack get mad at me when I was a kid all the time. He said, I know, all politics is personal.
Yeah.
Well, it's about understanding what motivates the other guy, other woman, and what their interests are.
What?
I don't understand that. I thought maybe you got it because I got lost early on.
I have nothing to add. I can't be helpful.
Did he say like Barack used to say to me when I was a kid?
That's how it sounded. I think he meant I used to kid, or he used to kid me. Very unclear.
And he also spoke about Beau in the present tense right there. I mean,
I blame Jill Biden. I blame her.
You do?
Yeah. I would never let this happen to my husband.
Oh, for this, like, oh, yeah. But neither one of them can let go.
Yeah, but at least he's got the excuse of being infirm. Like, she's still a young woman-ish. She's not young, but like she's 74, I think.
She's 74, but
she's together. She can see what's happening.
Oh, 100%. But I also would not rule out Biden's malignant narcissism and egotism. And I think, this will sound crass, but I truly think it's true. The only thing keeping him alive at this point is presidential power.
Yeah.
And access to the money and the celebrities and all of it. And the glory he gets from reading the news coverage of his administration, which mirrors back to him. It's exactly why, like, he wasn't believing Chuck Schumer, because apparently his team was only supposed to give him good news.
Yeah. They kept all the bad polling from him. It's like even in the wake of that debate, that was a dereliction. But the Democrats paid a very high price for that dereliction. Can we play that Kamala Harris soundbite, you guys, where she goes back to her standard words that we heard throughout the campaign? She's speaking out now, promising she's not going to go quietly. So that's interesting.
Good.
I know. And of course, she too only has, like, she's uncomfortable until she finds the chip in her brain with the pre-rehearsed lines that her handlers have approved. Here it is.
I am fully aware that I am the public face of a lot of our work. And so I have the benefit of running into people all over our country who thank me. And I will tell you, I am fully aware that when they are thanking me, they are thanking our team for the extraordinary commitment that you each have and as a team have to lifting up the American people, lifting up their condition, lifting up their hopes and dreams, and understanding through it all the nobility of public service.
The hand gestures are getting even bigger.
They are.
She looks like she's signing ASL, like at like some press conference for a governor, like get out. And by the way, it's not like you would ever know that a major American city is being burned to the ground. Like it looks like it's been hit by a nuclear bomb.
Yeah,
you would never know.
No.
These people are like congratulating themselves on the way out the door.
Increased tariffs on our trade partners, tax cuts, regulation changes. There's a reason why gold is a diversification tactic in a market that remains uncertain. Now more than ever, Birch Gold is releasing their ultimate guide for gold in the Trump era with a foreword by Donald Trump Jr. To get your free copy, along with Birch Gold's free information kit on gold, just text MK to the number 989898. Here are the facts. The national debt continues to increase. Our interest payments on the national debt continue to increase. Gold can be your hedge against a weakened dollar. And Birch Gold can convert an existing IRA or 401k in whole or in part into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold. Text MK to 989898 and get your free copy of the ultimate guide for gold in the Trump era. There's no obligation, just information. Wouldn't you like to know why everybody's rushing to gold? With an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, countless 5-star reviews, and thousands of happy customers, find out more about Birch Gold. Text MK to the number 989898 today. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.